Alright, what's going on, guys? Papa Stones here. I'm doing another card review. It's July 24th card review. I think it's the 25th while I'm doing this video, but this is all the cards that were revealed on the 24th. There's 8 cards total. I'm still using Hearthstone top decks to review the cards, so yeah, figured I just gotta throw that out there before anything. Um, so we're just gonna jump right into it. I'll give a brief review, see what I think. And so we start with Astromancer. It's a mage minion, 7 mana, 5/5. Battlecry, summon a random minion with cost equal to your hand size. So, I mean, I think this card's not horrible. It's not fantastic. It could maybe be used in Big Spell Mage if you need more minions to play, but I don't think Big Spell Mage is really struggling. But you know, if you got 8 cards in hand and you drop this, you can get something pretty good. Or if you got, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of options. It's not a well-statted minion by any means, but it can give you something nice. I think it'll be a good card in Arena if you get it. But other than that, I mean, not a whole lot to say about this card. A lot of RNG. So, I mean, I'd say this card's probably a 3 out of 5. Probably at best. So, yeah. Then on to Blight Nozzle Crawler. It's a rogue minion, 4 mana, 2/4. Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 ooze with poisonous and rush. This card's not that great. It's a 4 mana, 2/4, so the stats are really bad. And the only thing you're really getting off of it when it dies is a poisonous minion that'll kill something if you're having to deal with something, but if it dies, 90% of the time it's on their turn, so you just have a 1/1 who's with rush and poisonous on your turn, or on their turn, so it's really not that great. I don't know, unless there's other ways to play around it, but I don't think this card's very good. I'd probably say 2 stars. It's not fantastic. Then we got a Celestial Emissary. It's a 2 mana, 2/1 mage minion. Battlecry, your next spell this turn has +2 spell damage. So usually spell damage is permanent, but this is just the next spell. I mean, this card's also not that great, but at the same time, it's not that bad. Because with the new spell, you know, it'd give you, what is it, 4 cost minions, yeah. And I mean, even if you're just playing it in something like, you know, like Tempo Mage and Secret Mage and shit, you can just drop this and a Fireball for 8 damage, or a Frostbolt for 5, something like that. You can Pyroblast. No, it's this turn. Um, yeah, that and Fire Blast, or Fireball if you have something. I mean, this card's got potential. I think the only way it'll really be seen is in Tempo Mage, or something that's using that new card. I can't remember what it's called, like unexpected. So I don't know, some shit. It's like a 4 mana spell, but I don't know. This card's not bad. I'd say 3.5. It's not great. The stats are pretty bad for a 2 mana minion, but other than that, it's not a bad card. And we got Cloning Device. You add 2 mana for each spell to cover a copy of a minion in your opponent's deck. It's just bad. I mean, why? What are you going to use that for? You know, it's a cop. If it was discover a minion in your opponent's deck, it'd be probably close to 5 stars, 4 stars probably, something like that. But since it's a copy, it's not that great, because I mean, you can end up, I don't even know, like, what are you going to take from them that's going to be that great that you need? I don't know. It's just, it's 2 stars. And maybe, I don't want to say 1, but I don't know. It's not great. I wouldn't play this card. Then we got Cybertech Chip. It is a 2 mana hunter spell. Give your minions Death Rattle, add a random mech to your hand. So, I mean, I've heard the way they're going is they're going to make it like Hunter has aggro mechs, Paladin has mid-range mechs, and Warrior has late-game mechs, or something like that. So, if the mech support is good, which is basically going to be the whole talk of this whole reveal process, if the mech support's good, this won't be bad. But at the same time, there's Infest, which is like give all your minions Death Rattle, add a beast, and that card doesn't see a lot of play. So, I don't know, I can't imagine this being too great. I I'd maybe give it 3. Excuse me, I'm still sick, but I'd maybe give it 3, 2 in that area. It has some value if you have a big board, but it really depends how good the mechs are, and they're all random. And I mean, there's a lot of mechs that we currently have that aren't anything crazy, so it's not that great, but you never know, it might see some play. And we got Giggling Inventor. This card is obnoxious. 5 mana, 2/1, so some horrible stats. And it Battlecry summon 2 1/2 mechs with Taunt and Divine Shield. So basically, it summons 2 Annoyatrons, if everybody remembers that card, I assume. And if you play during that time. Um, it's annoying. It's Taunt and Divine Shield minions. They used to cost 2, so I imagine, this is about 5 mana worth of stats, the value's there. But is it that great? Probably not. But it is neutral, you gotta keep that in mind, so I don't know, I think this card might actually see some play depending on how the rest of it goes, and especially since it's a neutral card, not class specific. um, I don't know. It's a toss-up. It could either be 1 star or 3 or 4, I mean, because really the stats on it aren't that fantastic, and you're basically playing it for small minions. So I mean, maybe in like a mid-range mech or something like that, but it's not. I don't know. This one's kind of just a toss-up. 1 to 3. Let's just go with that. And then to left we got Star Aligner. This card's kind of interesting. A 7 mana 7/7 neutral battle cry. If you control 3 minions with 7 health, deal 7 damage to all enemies. So it sounds good. It's a pretty big Abyssal Enforcer in that sense, or like Dragon's Fury most of the time, on a body with 7/7. But realistically, the odds of you ever getting this off is probably pretty low, because not a lot of minions in general have 7 health, and on top of that you gotta have 3. So basically, if you have 3 7 health minions on your side of the field, you're probably already destroying them, and 7 damage to all enemies isn't going to change anything. So it seems like a decent card when you look at it, but like I said, realistically, it's probably terrible. It's probably just a war golem, so I'm gonna give it. I'm thinking 1 star. No one. It's like war golem has no purpose, so I'm just gonna give it 1. I don't think it'll ever work. If it does, that'd be cool, but I just don't think so. And then lastly, we have the legendary priest spell, Zarek's Cloning Gallery. It's a 9 mana spell. Like I said, priest specific. Summon a 1/1 copy of each minion in your deck. So I guess this is for like probably Quest Priest, which apparently they're pushing, since we got Dead Ringer the other day, and the guy who makes your death rattles cost 3 less and they die at the end of the turn. I think that's garbage, but that, and like I said, Dead Ringer and this now, I see where they're trying to go, but this card is kind of ass, to be honest. If you're spending 9 mana on a turn and you're summoning a bunch of 1/1s with death rattles, like, you gotta get, I don't know, something super nutty, because you gotta imagine like other people's 9 mana turns, like Hadronox or Malagos, or like even like 8 mana like Lich King and stuff like that. Like, and you spend your whole turn summoning, say you have 7 minions left in your deck, or more obviously. You spend 9 mana to get 7 mana worth of stats that can be easily dealt with. It realistically isn't going to work. The design's alright, I guess I understand why, but I'd say this is a 2-star card, even though it's a legendary. I'm hoping I don't get this, but you know how it goes. You always get the stuff you don't want and have to craft the stuff you actually want, so I don't know. But yeah, that'll probably wrap it up for this review. Thank you guys for stopping by. Much appreciated. If you could drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think. If you agree, disagree, anything's welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm out for now. Peace.